What's up everyone, it's DV and I'm back in Roblox Islands. So today I'm actually going to show you how to get a bunch of this. So see this little glowing green rock? This is Electrite and it is a part of the new electrical update or electricity update in Roblox Islands. And if you check this out, so like all of these things need a ton of Electrite, right? So you need a lot of this in order to be able to make stuff. And so of course, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can get it. You could just go out to the mountains and hub and just kind of, you know, go at it. But I'm going to show you actually some optimal ways to get it a little bit faster than the normal way that you'd probably go out and just, you know, try to solo it by yourself. So before I begin, if you could hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you like Robux, because I like Robux and I spend too much Robux actually. I need to stop. But if you do buy Robux, remember to use STARCODE DV because that helps support me. That helps support my Robux spending habit. Okay. All right. So up here, if you didn't see this one already, by the way, definitely go check out my last video that I just did. I just actually showed you how to make a really cool digital sign that's completely customizable. And I had a lot of fun making this thing. If you didn't check out that video, you should. You really should, because watch, when the sun comes up, it's going to start powering up and you can actually change out the letters. So watch when the sun comes up. Oh, there it is. So you can see it actually shows my sub count right now as of this video. So as of this video, I had about that. And I think it's one of the coolest builds I've ever done in Islands. Honestly, it's just so cool. All right. So I'm going to show you the first method over here. And obviously, you know, you can just do your usual thing, right? Like you're going to go up to an ore mound here or a node to get some Electrite. I don't know why I still call it ore. It's actually just an Electrite node. But you see this guy over here? They're just kind of jumping up and down. They're shooting. I don't know why they're shooting stuff. That's weird. But that's actually a really good spot right here. And then over here, you can see there's another node right here. And then there's one up here. And then there's one down near the tree over here. That actually this is a spot right here as well. So here's the deal. So first method I would actually recommend, highly recommend, is this one. What you see, there's two people farming right here. That means I could pretty much stay down here and we're going to just basically create an endless cycle. We can pretty much just farm this nonstop, right? So that person, as long as that person goes over there and farms that little node, I have a chance to be able to get another thing right here as long as they move. But see how I didn't have to go anywhere. So you could pretty much, all we need is like a little bit more activity here and you don't have to move. So what you could do is you could actually fully macro this too. If you really wanted to, you could actually fully macro it so that, you know, you're pretty much auto clicking. And it's not really an auto click. It's more of like an auto hold every couple seconds to farm the ore. This guy's like, yo, I want this ore. No, it's mine. It's mine. You see, you go up there to get your own ore, you buddy. But pretty much this is a good spot. Typically, you know, if they're all actually farming and stuff, then this is a great way to get a lot of ore fast. Now, there's just one method. Obviously, this is one method here, and it is a very fast method. Especially the other thing I would say is instead of just going to a public, if you have friends, what I would recommend is overnight. So pretty much just go and overnight with them and AFK overnight so that you can get pretty much thousands of this stuff overnight. Like just have them do the same thing you are. And as long as they have macro ability and stuff, you're going to get a ton of Electrite. So you have a friend up there, you have a friend over there and one right there. And that's pretty much enough to get the cycle going because at all times, there's always just at least 2 out of the 4 spawning. So if you have at least 3 filled, you know, one might actually stay there all the time, but you're just basically going to be alternating against the other 3, right? So it's just going to keep going back and forth. And it does respawn every 2 seconds. So it's going to be really fast versus see that person over there just keeps having to run back and forth. If you actually had a friend to help you out, then it would be problem solved. All right, so that is first method. That is a really easy way to go. And the second method, like I said, is having your friends do that. So instead of going to public like I am, and you know, it's a little harder with public because a lot of people don't want to cooperate or they just kind of like hit it a couple times. They don't really get the idea or the process. It does help a little bit, but so like, you know, you pretty much just have to like go around and just try your best. But unfortunately, this keeps happening. So anyway, so that is the second method, is to have a bunch of your friends together and get them to a point where they're all in coordination with you. And you're going to get probably the most out of that. Now, if you are desperate, you don't have friends, you can't connect to public for any reason, or you just want the most optimal method, it does require multiple devices, okay? So you're going to need at least 2 devices. So you're going to need a PC with 2 clients. So I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So you're going to need a VIP server. So you're going to basically connect to your VIP server. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab my main account and my alt. So I'm going to actually have 2 accounts on my computer, and then I've got my phone here as well, right? So I've got a phone and a PC here ready to go. So one is actually going to have the Windows client going, and then the other is going to have a web client going. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Windows client is basically on the Windows App Store. So you're going to go to Windows 10 App Store, which is completely separate from Roblox.com. So you're going to go here, and it's actually called the Microsoft Store. So you can see here it says, so you basically went to Microsoft Store. That's what it looks like, right? Microsoft Store. Type that in. It's going to launch this, and then you're going to look for Roblox. So just go up here, top right, search for Roblox. You're going to find Roblox here. You're going to click that. You're going to install it, and then you're going to launch that, and you're going to log in with an alt on this one. And then on your actual, like, on web, you're going to have this one, right? So you're going to have basically 2 apps running at the same time, and you can split screen them. It's going to be a little laggy. It is going to, just as a warning, it will be a little laggy, but I've got 2 accounts going on right now on my computer, and then I also have my mobile account, obviously. So Nightkeep here is on mobile. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring both of them to the hub. So this account's going to go to the hub. All right, so I've got all of my accounts in the hub right now. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bring your character over to these middle mountains. So it's direct shot from this portal, right? So you're going to go straight from this portal back to where we were earlier, and you're basically going to set one up at a node. And when you're done, you're basically going to share, you're going to basically transfer everything to your main account that you want the ore at. So this guy's going to actually farm here, and then this account here is actually going to go up there on the other side. So you can see my main account. So Cryon King's up there on the top left, and then I'm going to position this one just down here. Actually, this one's going to be up here, and then I'm going to move my mobile account right there. Now, there are faster ways to do this, and I'm actually going to do a separate video on that, how to do that with multi-boxing. All right, so my other account is down there now. You can see it right there. So that is my mobile account. I've got my main account over here, or I've got Cryon King over there, and then I've got this one. So what I'm going to show you is you're basically going to do this, right? On this account, you're going to do it for the mobile account. So the mobile account is breaking the Electrite, and then my other account here is going to break this, and we're just going to continue this cycle. It's just a really great method. If you really want to grind a lot of resources, you could do so. And this is without cheating. Like, you know, there's a lot of different people that are actually cheating right now. They're using hacks and stuff to get Electrite very quickly, but this is a completely legal way to do it. It's no different than if you were going to have, like, you know, a family member come down and, you know, come over and sit down with their phone to help you out. The difference is you have to do the work all by yourself. It's a lot more work, in fact, than you having someone else help you. So I actually don't think it's a problem if you were to do this. The other thing, you know, you could do is multi-box, which is a lot harder. So like you can even get like a second computer or something and then macro it. So that would actually be way easier if you actually had access to maybe 2 computers, and you could just pretty much automate this completely, right? So you could pretty much just completely automate it and then walk away, go to sleep, and in the morning you'll have thousands of Electrite. And that's crazy. It's crazy powerful and useful, and it doesn't require much setup. I mean, this is literally just 2 Windows desktop, you know, clients here. And then on my phone, I've got, you know, I'm basically just making sure I break anything that appears there. So I never have to move. All I got to do is alt tab. So see how I'm alt tabbing between my 2 games. So I'm just looking for whichever one's going to have the node. Right now, my mobile does. You can see them right there. You can pretty much see a view too, so you know which one's going to actually have it next. So this one's got 23 right now. This account has 48, and my mobile account has 20 already. Now, you could, like I said, you could macro this too. If you were going to macro, what I would advise is to do it on a public server, because unless you can get 3 machines, you're going to need the machines to be able to be, you know, fully dedicated to that macro. If you don't know how to macro, you can check out my macro video tutorial. It is, you know, it's on my channel. You can just type in macro on my channel and you'll find it. But I recommend Pullover's Macro Creator if you're going to do something like that. So I'm at 51 here, 23 on my mobile, and 28 here. So I already have over 100, just a matter of minutes. And yeah, this is a lot of work, but it's much faster than you running around back and forth for sure. So it's 31 plus this. So I'm at 85 here plus 20 on my alt. Again, if you're only on mobile, what I would go is just go get some friends to help you out with this. Just get 2 other friends besides you to help you out. And in fact, if you have 1 more friend, if you have 3 friends that can do this for a bit with you, then even better, because it'll go even faster, because then you have 2 nodes that are constantly going. So like what I'll do is real quick, I'll bring a couple people from my Discord and I'll show you how fast that goes. So I'm going to actually log these other accounts off real quick. And I'm going to load to a different server. All right, so I've got a group here that is going to basically alternate between these nodes. We're never going to stop farming these, basically. So you can actually auto your setup here, like I said, with the macro. I'm not going to macro mine right now, but you could do that with your friends and pretty much just do like a collaborative, you know, farm system here. So Buzz down there is waiting for hers to respawn, and then he just knocked his out, so 2 seconds. You can see it's popping back up. And it works pretty fast. And it is a 2-second respawn. So she's got one, they've got one. So pretty much it's just going to keep alternating. See, now it's Buzz's. So this is another great way to do it. You pretty much can do this all night. Think about how much you're going to get if you never have to move anywhere. It's super cool. So that is how you get a ton of Electrite very quickly. Most people are actually using this method already to get thousands of Electrite. The other way, a lot of players are actually getting a ton of Electrite in the thousands upon thousands. Obviously, they're hacking and using hacking scripts to teleport between nodes, and that is completely bannable by Roblox. So So if you're found out doing that, then you're good. You're probably going to get banned, unfortunately. So don't use hacks, okay? Don't use hacks or scripts. This is the only legal way to do it in a very high volume amount. You know, any other way is going to be hacks, unless they give us a totem or maybe a resource island. This is currently the only way to get a ton of it very quickly is really by collaborating with your friends and AFK farming it. So the AFK farm technique, you do, like I said, you need some friends to help you out. Or you can go to a public server. Public server is probably the best way to do it, honestly, is you can pretty much just sit there and wait for other people to actually hit those other nodes, and then they'll respawn for you. I would actually do that on an alt if I could. I wouldn't be able to do it on a main because people would think I'm being rude by not replying to them while I'm AFK. So that's probably not going to work for me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new. And I'd love to hear how much Electrite you actually farm by doing this method. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.